September 2024 wasn't bad in terms of new releases, but October 2024 is right around the corner. With this in mind, today we're going to go ahead and take a look at every gacha game slated to release in some form in October 2024, and then also take a look at the gacha games that announced that they were shutting down in September 2024. Now, if this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the little bell notification, that way you remain up to date with every single thing that I post, and I post daily. Do not miss out. We're going to start this off with Disney Pixel RPG. Embark on a dreamlike journey filled with unexpected encounters. The game is coming on the 7th of October, 2024. This is not a game that looks really remotely interesting to me. I don't really like Disney gacha games. I don't really like Disney games in general. I think the only Disney game I really genuinely like is Kingdom Hearts. But can you even classify Kingdom Hearts a Disney game? Well, I guess if you count the third Kingdom Hearts game, because they really had no Square or Final Fantasy characters, yeah. Okay, honestly, if you're into Disney Mirrorverse, then you'll probably like the Disney Pixel RPG. The reason I say this is because Disney Mirrorverse also announced that they were shutting down. After countless adventures in Disney Mirrorverse with our cast of evolved heroes and with the evolved heroes and villains, this current chapter of the Mirrorverse saga is soon coming to a close. With the conclusion to the game's storyline, we've made the decision to sunset the Disney Mirrorverse game for both iOS and Android. We'll be shutting down all servers on December 16, 2024. I don't think for like the last 2 decades there's been a single villain or hero in the Disneyverse that would have been defined as being evolved, or really that could have been defined as being good, like even a well-written character. But with Mirrorverse shutting down, we have Pixel RPG to take its place because Disney needs to milk gacha players somehow. Grimguard Tactics, the highly anticipated dark fantasy tactical RPG from Outer Dawn, has announced a new global launch date of October 23rd, 2024 for Android and iOS devices. So this is not coming for PC. This is a strategic RPG with turn-based battles. Players command a team of heroes, has a PvP arena, hero collection. There is team customization, there are boss battles, there is town building, and apparently smart autoplay. I have never heard of that being a thing in gacha. I've never heard a gacha game where the AI prioritizes thinking. We always get the dumbest AI choices possible, like using a heal spell on a character with 98% health purely because it's available. Yeah, I struggle to believe this is highly anticipated, as I have not heard a single person ever discuss it. But I mean, it's coming October 23rd. Grand Saga announced that they were launching globally on October 30th, 2024. Oh my god, it's a moment you've all been waiting for. It took a little longer than expected, but thank you for your patience. This is actually a gacha MMO. So it's kind of like Noah's Heart, Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds, Tower Fantasy. You have weapons that function like they do in Tower Fantasy. You have a world that functions like it does in Tower Fantasy. You have characters that function like they do in Tower Fantasy. Or at the very least, I think they might join your party. I don't remember exactly. This is going to be a very interesting game. I'm curious to see how it does globally, because gacha MMOs have not been well received, but I've always really appreciated the graphical style, the art style, the style of game that this so my expectations went from like here to whoa, where'd they go? I'm not gonna say why. There are numerous reasons why that is the case. Before we go any further, let me take a moment here to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are phenomenal, and I can't thank you all enough for the support. Now let's keep talking. The public beta test of Fellow Moon, or in this instance, New Moon Together, is going to release on October 24th, 2024. This is the game I've been looking forward to. This is a style of game that I haven't really seen done before. They already have almost 300,000 pre-registered players thus far. They have great looking characters, great looking character models. The combat looks crazy. The artwork looks crazy. It's kind of like, it's a side scrolling action game or actually, no, wait, let me rephrase. It's a side scrolling turn-based game. Oh, I think I was mistaken this with Guilong Chao, but I did recall the side scrolling gameplay. All right, so this is an over-the-shoulder third-person side-scrolling, a horizontal side-scrolling but turn-based game. This looks really cool though. Right, this is, if you haven't pre-registered, this is going to be in China right now, but if you have not pre-registered, then I would strongly urge you to, for at the very least, the opportunity to try and get to play it. Wizardry Variants Daphne has confirmed they are launching officially in October 2024. They haven't stated when in October 2024, just that it will be happening on iOS and Android devices in October. The PC version is going to follow after the mobile release. The game is open for pre-registrations. It has been open for pre-registration since back in August. I don't know what to think about this. I've been waiting for it because I think it's like a very interesting looking game. It doesn't look and feel like your traditional gacha games. Experience 3D dungeon realism. One of the game's key features is that it is played entirely in first person. 3D dungeon exploration RPG. So it's definitely not going to appeal to everyone. Haze Reverb is officially launching in 2024, which means we have literally 3 months to get this game out. We also have less than 3 months for a global test phase. I mean, evidently, if you're not already excited just looking at the official artwork for the game, then you're not in the target demographic for it, and that's fine. This game, I think, if I recall, is going to kind of be like Apocalypse or Ardwig Gear Fusion, in so that you kind of have chibi or semi-chibi character models, and it's kind of like a turn-based gacha where your characters move, the enemy characters move, and you're positioned on one side of a battlefield. But the character models, oh my god. Persona 5 The Phantom X is officially coming to Japan. Closed beta test pre-registration is open and available right now. The game released back in China a little while ago. The game is also, in theory, coming globally very soon. It's unconfirmed if the test phase in specific is going to be for October, but we can only hope. Demon Lord Retry R Reborn has opened pre-registration. This is a gacha game. This is apparently, again, I don't know what it is, but this is apparently a game. I don't know if I want to try it, but for those of you that want to, you're gonna be able to play it soon, I guess. Yume Kudo announced that they are officially ending their service on the 19th of November 2024, which is sad. It's always sad to see a gacha game shut down, especially when your end of service announcement tweet in literally a week gets 4 million views. For a tweet to get that many views, it has to have been relatively popular, right? Caravan Stories announced their end of servicing on March 13th, 2025. This is depressing to see. I was really interested in the game when it launched years ago on console. I thought this would be a great anime MMO to play. It turns out that was not the case. Dynamis 1, the devs behind the upcoming Project KV, which was supposed to be a Blue Archive alternative, something that was very similar to, but not entirely Blue Archive, announced that they are shutting down development for the game, which is also sad to hear. Apparently, their tweet got 11.4 million views. So there was a lot of eyes on this project. DUG Chifeng Journey is also announcing they are shutting down. This is due to essentially lack of funding, lack of interest. This was a turn-based Genshin-ish gacha that took a lot of inspiration from Genshin, even the city of Mondstadt. It's no surprise. And finally, the Japanese Alchemist Code announced their end of servicing on November 28th, 2024. Once again, this is always sad to see, it's always sad to hear, but evidently nobody really cared about it. Now that is it for October 2024. Hopefully something here is of some interest to you. Hey, you, where do you think you're going? Don't you close out of this tab. I didn't give you permission to do that. Sit your ass back down. Click one of the 2 videos that are gonna be on screen in just a moment and keep watching my content. Keep enjoying my content.